What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sales Remastered. My name is Daniel. I'm your host. And in this episode of Sales Remastered, I'm going to share with you some of my ups and downs. I'm going to take you on a trip through memory lane. And I'm going to show you some of the lessons that I learned in hopes that I could share with you a few things. Number one, primarily that we are a lot alike. You know, there's no difference between you and me. There's just a massive amount of opportunity for us both to not only learn off these episodes, you know, because it's like a therapy to me, but also kind of a sneak preview of what it's like to get to where I'm at. And if this is a place that you want to go, like you want to become, like you're in sales right now and you want to step your sales game up to another level, you want to step it up to a point where you feel like you figured out a formula to make sure that that sales process or your sales cycle is consistently producing the results that you want, and get yourself at the same time while producing for yourself, you're also earning the respect, the acknowledgement, the accolades, and also consideration for promotion. And so what I want to do is I want to share with you some of my experience in coming up in my climb, because it wasn't always like this. Currently right now where I sit, you know, I work with the largest mortgage banking institution, a mortgage banker. It's a mortgage company of the country. And out of I think there's like 180 branches now, almost 200 branches throughout the country. I currently lead the #1 team. And so I only lead a team of about 10 people. And my 10 people that are on my team, I'm honored to hustle with them. You know, every single day I'm alongside with them. And I do my very best to make sure that we all win as a team. Meaning that, you know, if a few of us are doing really good, but only a few of us are not doing so good, you know, I influence the others who are on top to reach out to help their fellow comrades to come back up. And so I'm always promoting, you know, the message of each one teach one. And that's my goal here on this episode. And before I got into sales, I want to share with you that, you know, it wasn't always like this. Like I wasn't always wearing a Ted Baker shirt. I wasn't always sporting, you know, a luxury sedan. I wasn't always with a full head of hair. I didn't always have the things that I'm blessed to have today. And I say blessed because I used to pray for the things that I have today. And I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to show my thanks for it. You know, I'm going to be grateful. And in my way of giving back to the sales community that has given me so much, this industry has given me so much, my family so much, I want to make sure that any of you who have a similar background like me can also discover that you too can have it like this. And it's just a matter of improving your own personal communication skills, not only externally, right? Like you can be social, you could have a ton of friends, you could you could be the most popular person on the block, but at the end of the day, what I'm going to share with you and I'm going to show you is how to take this skill of communication and discover that within it is sales. Because when we communicate with one another, typically there's a motive behind it. And that motive is to either get compliance, meaning you want someone to do something that you're telling them to do, or the message is to convey purchasing the product, right? Which number one, like when I first got into sales, I didn't think I would like it. You know, even though I did it naturally, like in the streets or growing up. But coming into corporate America, selling professionally, it was different. Right? Like you know what I mean? Like I went from fucking selling fiends to selling consumers, right? And the odd thing is there's way more competition than I remember going in the streets. And so how did I go from a street corner to a corner office in corporate America? Because when I first came into sales, I was a knucklehead. I was very introverted. I had a chip on my shoulder. And I felt like I couldn't relate to anyone around me because I believed that I was the only one from a broken home. I believed that I was the only one who went through issues in my life. And when I discovered that there are actually genuinely good people who are genuine, meaning they want to see other people around them win, they want to win, they want to do good by others, and they also shared the background that I had. They also came from a broken home, or they also came from, you know, challenges that they had to overcome. And what I realized is that it's a choice. It's a choice on how we operate. It's a choice on how we, you know, react to certain things. And I think that there are people within our circle, and you're going to notice these people today, that react in a different way. They react in a way of settlement. They react in a way of acceptance, meaning that they're going to accept their limitations. They're going to accept that other people are winning, and they're going to accept the seat on the sideline while they watch the players play. And what I want to show you is how to be a player. I want to show you, you know, as a hybrid coach. Hybrid coach meaning I currently play and I coach, meaning that I'm putting up points with my team to help our team rise to the top and stay at the top. And if you haven't checked out, you know, any of the reviews, go to the Instagram link below. And if you go to my bio, you're going to see, you know, a couple of the saved highlights, story highlights, where I share with you the scores. These are current scores up to today. The last time I posted a score was on Friday, and I'm sharing with you that, you know, my name's on that scoreboard with my team. And if you're a sales manager right now, or if you're a sales trainer right now, like the reason why I believe my team is winning, or why we're winning, is because of the transparency. It's because of the camaraderie. It's because of the environment. It's because of the mindset. It's because of the message. And what I did was I basically fused into my current team what I learned, and one of the greatest lessons that I learned from my mentor, you know, was that you can either wait for things to happen or you can go get it. You know, it's one of the best lessons I ever learned, because I didn't realize that I was actually waiting for it. And he shared this with me on one of our power hours, right? Which is, power hours are basically lead intake, right? It's a designated time block for just sales origination. And what I was doing was I was basically doing a pitch and ditch. Like I was waiting for a laydown. And what I was doing was I was basically doing my intro, and then I would do a quick pitch, like kind of like a range, right? Like, oh yeah, we're from, you know, 5.5% to about 6.5%. And there's a 3-year prepay. And what I thought I was doing was efficient, because I believed that I was just kind of prepping them for what's to come. And if I didn't get any interest up front, then that must mean that they don't want to get what's up to come. And I thought I was helping myself save time. But when my mentor heard me do this, he said, man, all you're doing is pitching and ditching, bro. He's like, hey, you could wait for it to happen, or you could make it happen. And then he showed me some techniques that allowed me to leverage my conversation with my prospects, so much so that, you know, after a couple months of practice, I became the #1 agent in that company. And that company was Town & Country Credit. I was the fastest to grow that ladder. I was the youngest sales manager to get promoted in that company's history. I was barely like 22 years old. And I was running alongside with people that were 35, 40, some even were 50 years old. And it was a different challenge, and that was a different challenge I'm gonna share with you on another episode, of being a young leader. You know, because you're gonna come across people who are older than you, who are stuck in their ways, and who have a specific perception that they know more than you. And I want to tell you that challenge is hard to come by, because it's going to revisit ghosts in your past. And when I say ghosts in your past, I'm talking about those emotions that you feel, where you're not worthy, or you're not good enough, or you don't deserve it, or, you know, these other challenges that we consistently face, where we have to push ourselves past the fear of rejection, push ourselves past the, you know, the tribulations that we go through in this grind. And I know that you're just trying to win, to provide for yourself and provide for your family. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you here at Sales Remastered. So stick around, hit the subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with someone else who needs to see it, so that we're all winning. You know, I believe that, you know, when you latch on to someone who inspires you, and when you latch on to someone who shows you the way, that's a good thing to latch on to, because there's a lot of people that's not showing you the right way. And the fact that you found something here at Sales Remastered, be happy, be blessed that all this free content is meant to do nothing but help you and show the transparency between us, that we're all human. You know, no one's perfect. Everyone's learning. And throughout almost the 38 years that I've been on this world, I'm sharing with you in a different way that, you know, we all got our own past. We all came from a specific environment or a situation. But the difference is, though, is that some people recognize that they could change their environment and change the results. And I want to show you how I changed the results. I want to show you how I went from a street corner to a corner office. I want to show you how to win at this game called sales. So if you click the link below that says course library, I'm going to share with you some digital content that's going to elevate your sales. It's going to elevate your game. It's going to help you rise to the top much faster than doing it by yourself, or doing it by learning sales techniques from a sales trainer, or learning sales techniques from a sales manager. I'm gonna share with you as a practitioner what techniques work today. So I'm hoping that you have a great Monday, the 14th of May. And as we enter into mid-month, I want you to know that I'm killing it. Are you killing it? Currently right now as the manager, I'm sitting as the #1 agent also in my company. So I want to share with you that these techniques, these tips right now are real. And if you implement and execute these techniques, you will also rise above. You know what I'm hearing from my audience is that after they've implemented the free lessons that I've given them, they've already earned acknowledgement. They're already getting attention. They're already getting that VIP treatment. And those people come back and share with me and thank me. Because what I did was I showed them a different way to earn money. I showed them a different way to improve the quality of their lifestyle. And you don't need to be a college degree. I don't got no college degree. You don't need to be an A+ student. I wasn't no A+ student. You don't need to be extroverted. I'm far from extroverted. All you need to have is desire and guidance. You bring the desire and I'll bring the guidance here at Sales Remastered on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, wherever you could find me, boo-boo. You go on that app and you search #Sales Remastered. And if I'm there, like the page, follow the page, hit the bell and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.